folks, welcome back. That was the resident frog. I've got some professional aluminum bonsai wire, and we've got this, I call it a bonsai, and it is a bonsai. I think the term bonsai really only means to be grown in a pot or in a small container. Here is, this is an American holly, and it kind of seeded itself probably from some bird or something, and it started growing in this little crevice in between the rocks and the divider from the patio. And so now it's grown, and I've let it grow, and I have pruned it a lot over the years, and I have wired it up at times. You know, I'm no expert bonsai aficionado, but I love trees, I love plants, I love bonsais, and this is a very interesting art or craft, you know, that sort of thing. I want to trim it up, make it more airy, and then wire it up and get the branches to kind of come up higher and be a little more above the pond, and so you'll be able to see the pond and get in there, and you know, just kind of like an upper canopy over the pond. So anyway, yeah, that's our little project today. So anyway, well, thanks for coming along and joining me in the garden. We'll just go ahead and get started. I'm going to prune what I think needs to be pruned in order to accomplish what we want to accomplish. I'm going to be taking off a lot of smaller stuff because I want to really get this into some type of shape. Our little frog there, he doesn't like people joining him in his little habitat, but that's the breaks, buddy. That's the breaks. And we also have the bear girl floating around. And she's, you know, always off on her own adventures. She's over there patrolling the jungle. But yeah, this is, you know, probably one of the branches we're going to try to elevate. We're going to elevate that. We got some yellow tattered leaves, you know, from laying down in the water and that sort of thing. Here's our little buddy, the frog. And so here's a good shot of, you know, really kind of how we've thinned everything out. I'm going to start back here and start wrapping it. Okay, folks, yeah, I'll go with a different wire. This is my landscape wire, galvanized, pretty heavy gauge wire, and I think it will be much stiffer. Now we're starting off with the thicker branches. So we need something with a little bit of, you know, strength to be able to bend these branches and hold them in the position that we want. And so then maybe at some point we will switch over to this here aluminum wire, but it's made for very small diameter branches that are very flexible. And yeah, so we'll go with this. And And basically, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm basically kind of eyeing it up like that branch is that long. I need that much wire, but I also need some extra because, you know, we're wrapping it around. So get off what I think I need, I guess. And we can cut it, and then I can start it here and wrap it. And also, you know, I'm kind of wrapping it tight because I want, you know, I want it to stay in place, and I want it to be able to bend and hold its shape, you know, in however shape I bend it in. But, you know, you have to kind of remember, you know, 6 months down the road or something, or, you know, you're not going to leave this on forever. You don't want the plant to be growing and the branches to be digging in to this wire. We'll keep on wrapping this. Also, I don't know, I guess I probably should be wearing some safety glasses, but whenever you're working around stiff wire like this, you know, it probably is good to have safety glasses on, but just be very cognizant, you know, you're not trying to poke yourself in the eye with the end of this wire. I'm sure the frogs and the fish are thinking the same thing. That's why they're nowhere to be seen. They are out of sight. They found themselves a nice little cave or a den or something to hide in. Probably the pump house. That's where the fish likes to hide. Okay. I'm just trying to elevate this entire branch, and so, you know, it's pretty stiff, and I don't know, you know, maybe over time with bending it, we would be able to keep bending it as it grows, but we're just trying to have some kind of a shape here. Basically wind it all the way out to the tip of the branch, really. You know, that's what you're doing. Okay, and let's see if we can get this one to kind of elevate for us. I'm always kind of working in a kind of an S shape, you know. The curves, you know, they just kind of they should flow nice. You know, kind of like that. Again, I'm just trying to, bend it up and curve it back down. A little more natural, wavy texture. A bit of a tedious process, but it can be very rewarding. I think bonsai in general is kind of given the illusion of a small tree, but in an ancient looking shape and form. So in your mind, you're looking at it and you're thinking that, well, that should be a big tree, and this pond should be a big waterfall. So it gives you the illusion of a much bigger landscape, when it's in actuality, it's just a little tiny feature. Of course, you're trying to be gentle with the branches, because otherwise you're going to be snapping them. But just to give it a little more natural shape. And this one here is going to come off, and we'll continue with that. I think you have to try to over exaggerate a little, obviously, and in order for it to, it's going to want to go back down. And so you gotta do a little over bending. I like how that one, oh yeah, that's a beauty. Just coming up and down, that's what I wanted to try to get a little more elevation out of this guy. I don't know, folks, that's the gardener's attempt at the natural bonsai. And again, I will continue to, bend it and train it. Once these wires are in place, then, we'll be able to keep training it to how we want it. Poor little water hyacinth kind of got a little disheveled in all the melee. Oh man, there we go. Okay folks, anyway, that's thank you so much for joining the gardener and the bad girl in our little adventures here. And our little attempt at bonsaiing. But anyway folks, thanks a lot, and please if you like the video, give us a little like. If you're not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed, and we will see you next time in the garden. All right folks, thanks a lot, and we'll see you again. All right, bye-bye.